last week on Hoops Academy.
The Oak Hill rivalry is it's one of those type of things where it wouldn't matter what our record was and what their record was. It would still be the biggest game of the year to both of us. But the intensity before those games and going into those games, it's at a different level.
Our basketball game from the start. Is everybody ready? Yes, sir. Right now. Let's go. We are Montrose.
Montrose Christian is more than a name. It represents a legacy of winning, of hard work, of sacrifice, of values. It's 8 NBA players, 2 national championships. It's about being the best, on the court and off.
It's February 4th, and Montrose is 16-0 with 2 top 25 victories under their belt. They return home for 2 games before heading to New Jersey for the primetime shootout. Because Montrose doesn't have a football team, the upcoming game against local public school power T.C. Williams will be their homecoming game. Before practice, the school has their annual faculty alumni basketball game. Coaches Vernon and Jennifer play for newly minted coach Tyrone Johnson, while Reverend Halloran plays for Justin Anderson. Referee Tyler Hubbard has been named Homecoming King.
It meant a lot to be a homecoming king. I mean, considering our senior class is about 14 kids, I mean, it doesn't mean that much, but it meant a lot to me. I mean, to have your student body vote for you as a homecoming king, that means a lot.
Tyler has been at our school throughout his whole high school career. He is well-liked, well-respected amongst the students, and has worked hard. This year, we've seen a tremendous amount of growth and maturity. He is really raising the bar himself personally and maturing. And I think that's being reflective in the students voting him as the homecoming king as well.
This year's team has really brought a sense of excitement to homecoming.
I have been very pleased to see that. I think it speaks to an increasing spirit of support and camaraderie, not only for the basketball team, but for athletics in general, to support our students in athletic endeavors as much as we would in academic endeavors. I know the coaches have really been encouraged to see this and have talked about it. I think it's been great for the basketball players themselves.
Game days now bring a renewed sense of school pride.
You can see the spirit of the kids excited about going to watch the Montrose varsity basketball players take on another challenge. And this year it has been most exciting because, of course, they're undefeated, and many people want to go and witness this undefeated team. So the school spirit now for the past, month and a half or 2 months has been up. I mean, exhilarating. I mean, every student has wanted to see it if they could get away.
Charlene Day, a first-year teacher at Montrose, has helped organize a pep club that supports the team and sees the value in school spirit.
It has definitely helped the morale of the school. If the students are involved, the parents become more involved. And if parents see their child more involved, what happens? They're going to become more involved. So the morale has actually picked up. These people are a family, and that's what families do. They support one another, and you keep up the morale of the school, the people, and our family.
We love creating a sense of school spirit at Montrose, and Mrs. Day has been instrumental this year in fueling the school spirit. So she has been a godsend and a blessing to help build school community and school spirit.
Beginning with the Arlington Country Day game, she has overseen the bus trips to big away games. The support the school has shown this season has touched Coach Vedder.
You know, when you look up in in the stands and you're in Beckley, West Virginia, a long ways away from Montrose, 5 hours away, and you have a section full of Montrose fans, it just makes you play a little bit harder. Everybody wants to play in front of fans, and I think it gives you a little more energy. When we come out of a game or out of a big victory and the fans are there waiting for us, and the kids just think that's tremendous, and it's the type of support that really helps us become a better team.
In fact, the game upcoming against TC Williams is sold out in advance. TC is a school with its own history and pride. Their football team was portrayed in the film Remember the Titans. The basketball team won the Virginia State title in 2008, and this year's team began 13-0 to start the season. Montrose is coming off an emotional win and isn't focused early. Their play is extremely sloppy and worrisome to veterans.
All right, you can see now these guys can play. Now we have to start executing. We can't worry about getting our shots. We got to rebound. We've been out rebounded by 5 already. Okay, so we got to rebound the ball. If this team is good, you're going to have to play. Yes, sir. Okay, we're going to have to play on the defensive end. All right, defensive end. Then get it and go. Right now. Let's go. Let's go. Right now. We are.
It doesn't get much better in the second.
Well, White, wake up. Let's go.
Michael Carrera has been the lone bright spot, almost single-handedly keeping Montrose ahead. Montrose has been averaging 43 points in the first half. Against TC, they hold a 23-18 lead going into the locker room.
Now, we told you guys these guys can play, and we're just going through the motion. They've out-hustled us. We've turned the ball over 13 times. You guys aren't thinking, okay? You got to get your minds into the game, okay? It's a 5-point game. If they can come back and tie this game, okay, we're in for a dogfight. Don't worry about steals, dunks, three-pointers. Got to play as a team. Right now, Michael's got to have the ball inside a lot. He's drawn 2 charges, and he's scored. He's got to have the ball.
The second half doesn't start much better, and better knows they have given the Titans confidence.
We're going to have to gut this out because we're not all here today. Okay? When you get in there, you got to at least draw a foul. Okay? Don't twist and turn and avoid the foul. Okay? Okay? And we got to play smart. We got a 5-point lead. Right now, they're playing everything even.
The teams battle back and forth. In the fourth quarter, TC takes the lead 38-37. Montrose responds to take a 4-point lead, but TC wasn't finished. They fight back and tie the score with this jump shot. Montrose has one final shot.
Hoping you guys understand, all right, that you didn't come to play. Okay, only guy who came to play was Michael. If he doesn't play, we lose by 15 or 20. Not one other person came to play. Cedric, you were terrible. Tyrone, you were terrible. Tyler, you were terrible. Justin, you were terrible. Carmelo, you were terrible. 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 If any of your parents say you played well, they're lying, or they don't know the game, one or the other. We have too much at stake. Okay, we're what, 17-0? Could have easily been 16-1. 16-1 is a total different thing. Total different thing, which means we drop out of the top 10, maybe drop out of the top 25. Only takes one loss. Those who have been here before, Tyler will tell you, you lose one game on the national level, you're out.
Following another win against Friendship Collegiate, Montrose heads to New Jersey to the primetime shootout. It's a special trip for Tyrone Johnson, who will be playing back home for the first time since he left Plainfield to go to Montrose.
My family in Jersey, playing there, it's great, I get to have, everyone come to all my games and, everyone that supported me since I was younger, so it's just a great feeling. I got this from my family members, like a going away, basically poster or whatever. So that was real special. A lot of good things on this board right here, so every time I, wake up in the morning and come here before, like a game or something,
I just look at this board and, everybody on this board is basically like everyone who's, been following me all my life and, all my family members. So I thank them for that too as well. So.
Already a star as a junior, Tyrone made the difficult decision to leave family and friends behind to go to Montrose for his senior year.
What caused me to come here, first, be more focused on my books, and second, to come here and play for a great coach in Stu Better. And basically to become like a better player on and off the court and to, take my game to another level.
Prior to coming to Montrose, Tyrone had decided to attend Villanova University for college.
I decided Villanova first because it's a winning program. They have a great coach in Jay Wright. They have great players, great coaching staff, and a great environment. I first fell in love with Villanova maybe my 10th grade year, knowing that I can be a real, part of this family in Villanova. And that's when I basically, just felt like I wanted to be part of that program.
Tyrone has made a big impression on the court.
Tyrone is a big game player. He steps up in a lot of the big games. He wants to roll. He's come here to Montrose and he's really started to fit in. And it's not an easy thing always to all of a sudden come in and late in your high school career and all of a sudden fit in with another group of kids when you've used another style. And now he's fitting into our style. And he's just done a fantastic job of adapting, and I think this is what's going to help him out once he moves on to Villanova, is the fact that he's able to adapt to certain types of players and different players. One thing that I think is going to help him go a long way with basketball is the fact that he wants to do well. He wants to practice. He wants to get better at certain things, and he's learning how to do that now. But I just love his competitive side.
However, Montrose has also left an impression on Tyrone off the court.
It's not easy to come into Montrose Christian for 1 year, looking to elevate yourself. Tyrone wants to come here to become a better basketball player, but what he gets are so many extra things. Tyrone Johnson, here has become a tremendous student. He did well at Plainfield. He's doing better now.
Before facing Finlay, Montrose plays a classic trap game against Linden.
And we knew Linden was a well-coached team, a team that we were more talented than. But we also knew they were very capable because they played the top teams. We knew going in that it was going to be a tough game. I refused to mention Finley Prep the whole week. My staff, I told them I didn't want to hear about Finley Prep. I told our team I didn't want to hear about Finley Prep. Unfortunately, what happens in a game like that is everybody else outside of your team is talking about Finley Prep. But we did everything we possibly could to keep our guys from thinking about Finley, because I felt that Linden was the most important game because they were the next game on our schedule. Now, it's important, this game, more than most games, that we get off to a good start. They like to control things, okay? If they get a lead, they might pull it out, make us chase them. We don't want to do that. We want to make sure we dictate to them what kind of game they can play. Okay, so we got to understand that. So the first few baskets are important. They don't need to be jacked up from three. They need to go inside. This is a big game for us. This is the next step. Okay, we've won 18 games in a row. Okay, we've got 5 games left. Those 5 games can really determine what kind of season. Is this going to be just another good Montrose season, or is this going to be something special? We've come a long way together. Let's make it one more step toward what we want. Let's go right now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Similar to the TC Williams game, Montrose opened slowly. Unlike the TC game, Linden does not. The Tigers' flex offense is giving them open looks. They are taking advantage. On the other end of the court, Montrose just can't seem to find a grip, scoring only 7 first quarter points.
Okay, guys. We couldn't beat anybody on our schedule with 8 turnovers. We've had 4 shots. Now listen, y'all aren't paying attention to me again. We had 4 shots! 4 shots! Okay, what's that tell you? You're not playing. You're not playing at all.
They continue their poor play in the second. Shots aren't falling, and Linden's patient offense is picking Montrose apart. With a minute to go, Linden opens up a 27-15 lead. Montrose responds with 2 quick buckets and heads into the half down by 5.
Defensively, they're making you look like fools because they're screening you. Okay, when we get up and play, they turn the ball over. They shuffle their feet. They don't like the pressure. When we're guarding the ball, we're so far off of them. They're just here, looking. It's ridiculous. Okay, they're making the passes. Okay, the only thing that runs is a little bit of a flex. We have to pressure the ball. Pressure the ball. You can't turn it over. 8 turnovers in the first quarter. That's 8 times we don't get a chance to score. Now you guys have got to decide how bad you really want to play. Okay, we're 8 points down. We've been much more points down than that. That's not what worries me. What worries me is you guys aren't responding. I was talking to you in the huddle. Everybody's looking all over the place as opposed to focusing on me. And you focus by communicating with each other. Talk to each other. It's our ball coming out. We're going to run power again. Everybody understand? Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
Winning the first 4 minutes of the third is always a goal for Montrose. But tonight, things are different. The team is not responding, and Linden builds their biggest lead of the game.
If you don't want to play, let me know now, okay? Tyrone, you're not with me, man. You're not with us. Okay, you guys are dazing all over. The guy is shooting, they've shot 3s. We said, don't let them shoot 3! Make them drive! That's all you have to remember. And the foul!
Montrose starts to awaken and whittles the lead to 8 before a defensive slip-up gives Linden a layup to end the third.
You guys got 1 quarter to show that you know how to play basketball. You're not playing any defense. We lost that quarter by 2, okay, when we had the quarter 1. It's right now, get a stop, get the ball inside, and get back in the game. Go, man. Right now, we are. Montrose.
With their perfect season and national title hopes hanging in the balance, Montrose finally finds their game.
Go, Michael! Get up! Get up! Get up! Back out!
Justin's 3 narrows the Linden lead to 1. But things are different tonight, and Linden builds the lead back to 6. Montrose has one last run in them, though. For a second, Tyler's 3-pointer brought Montrose within 1. The referee waves off the basket, controversially ruling Tyler had stepped on the line. Montrose won't go down without a fight, though, and Tyler steals the inbound pass and scores. On the very next possession, Montrose steals the ball back.
You're okay! Easy! Hold it, Justin!
And Tyrone seemingly hits the game-tying basket and gets fouled.
Basket's good, right?
The call is against Tyrone, and the basket is waved off. Better is Linden. There's one more hope, though, as Tyler is shoved to the ground and a foul is called. He steps to the free throw line, needing both. He misses. He misses the second one on purpose, but Montrose can't corral the board.
Okay, we're going to run home run, but you're going to have to jump into the defender. You understand what I'm saying? Try to get a 4-point play. That's the only thing we got. Can't stop the clock.
Montrose's miracle finish slips away. Their perfect season is done, and their title hopes are now out of their hands.
Okay, fellas, you know what it's like to lose now. No one here played well. No one. Okay, this was the biggest game we had this year. Not tomorrow, Not tomorrow. This one. This is the one that knocks us out. We could lose to Finley or we'll beat Finley. It doesn't make any difference. This is the one. I told you that from the beginning. We didn't deserve to win. And you know why. If you got any smarts whatsoever, you know you haven't been concentrating on this game. You've been thinking about tomorrow night's game. You've been thinking about everything but beating the team we had to beat. It's a shame. That's all I can say. Get dressed.
I think our guys went into that weekend looking forward to playing Finley and overlooked Linden. So life lessons for basketball players to learn, that it's one game at a time, and the guys went into that week looking forward to the next step without taking that first step.
Also, we didn't have a lot of energy. It wasn't there. And I think that's what killed us against Linden, because Linden is a tough team, and I give a lot of credit to those guys because they have a great coach, and they was prepared for us. It was just tough losing to them.
Next week on Hoops Academy.
This is the kind of game where you lay it all on the line. Okay? You got to lay it all on the line. We can get rid of that bitter taste from last night. We just go out and play our butts off. The only thing I ask is you can say you gave it everything you got. You gave it everything you got. That's all you can ever do.
My name is Michael Carrera. I am from Venezuela. My relationship with Grave is we know each other. We from Venezuela. He helped me to come here. He's my brother.